Good morning, all. In today's class, we will be diving into one of the foundational commands in SQL, that is create table command. So you just imagine that you want to store the details of student, including their roll number, name, and department. How can we store this into our database? The first thing we have to create a structure for that, right? Once after creating the structure, we can store the data into that. So this kind of structure, we can consider it as a table. So just imagine we want to store the details of the student, including the roll number, the first column, and the second one is the name column, and the third one is the department. These are the three columns. We have to insert certain values into this. So, for example, in roll number, in roll number column, we have to insert 1, and in the name column, I have to insert Akshi, and in department, I'm choosing BZA. So these are the things that we want to store. So we are having three columns, roll number, name, and department, and we are having one value. That means one row is there in that particular table. Okay. So if you want to create this kind of table, the first thing we have to create the structure, right? So here for that I'm using SQL Plus. It's a command line interface tool. Okay, it's a Oracle database client tool which is used for executing SQL or PLSQL commands and for managing the Oracle database. So I have already opened it. The next procedure is I have to enter the username as well as password. So the login is successful. After that, we have to create the table structure. The first command is create table. So whenever you want to create a table, the first thing always the first thing will be the create table commands. Okay. So the create table, and after that we have to specify the name of the table. Here my table name is student. So once after specifying the table name, the next thing I have to specify the column. Okay, what is the first column? Roll number is the first column. Then I am having name, and next I am having department, right? So the first column here it is roll number. So I'm specifying it is roll number. Okay, so whenever you want to keep a space between this roll and number, I mean roll and no, so you can use this kind of underscore. Don't put space here. So roll number. After that, we have to specify the data type. What kind of data we will be storing in this particular column. So here I'm going to store some number kind of data, number. And after that, I have to specify the next column. So what is the next column? Name is the next column, and I'm specifying the data type as varchar. It's a varchar data type. So it will be taking only those memory, only that memory which is needed. Okay. And once after specifying the name, the next thing is department. So department, here it is department I have given as DEPT as short, and here also I have to specify the data type. So I have specified the data type. So this is almost done, and it will be ending with the semicolon. Okay. So the thing you have to notice, the first one is the create table command. Create table, then table name. Then after that, we have to specify the column names. So one more point, in one class, we will be having 50 or 60 or 70 students, and each student is identified by the roll number, right? The roll number is a unique value there. By using this unique value, we can identify each student uniquely. So, in order to keep that in mind, in order to get that, what we can do here, we can add one more thing, that is primary key. So by mentioning it as primary key, that means in roll number column, if we have inserted one value, we can't insert it twice. Once we have inserted the values, again we can't insert this roll number 1 there. We can continue with the roll number 2, roll number 3, but only one time we can insert one value. That's for only roll number. If you are repeating the name and department, that's okay, that's fine, no issues, okay. Yeah, so you can see a error here, that is name is already used by an existing object. That means already in this database, there is a table in the same name student. Okay, so I am just deleting that table. In order to delete or dropping that table, I can use drop student. Oh, what is that? Yeah, now it's fine. Table drop. So after that, again, I'm creating this table. So create table student, the table got created. And the next step, you can see how the table got created and what is the structure. Here you can see we are having three columns, roll number, and which is not null. That means it's a primary key and we can't keep the value as null. We must include at least one value there and it should not repeat. And then we are having name, its data type is varchar, and then we are having depart. Okay, that means department. So if you want to insert some values into this particular table, how can we do that? So the first thing is insert into. It's a command like create table. So if you're inserting the values, we have to specify insert into. And after that, we have to specify the table name where we are going to insert this one. So we are going to insert in the table name student. So we have to mention that insert into student. And after that, we have to specify the attributes or the columns. So the first column is roll number, then we are having name, then we are having department. Okay, so we have specified the attribute names or column names, then we have to specify the values. So first values, I am giving the roll number as 1 and next one is name. So name you have to insert in the single quote. So this was our name Akshi, and the next one we have to specify the department. So this was our department, that is BCA. So once after inserting those values, we have to put a semicolon here. Okay, so insert into. So what is the command? For inserting value, we can use insert into. Then we have to specify the attribute name. After that, we have to use the keyword values. These values and insert into is the same for all the tables wherever we are inserting some values. Okay. So inside that, the table name and its attribute may be changing. So once after specifying the attribute name, we have to specify the values, and then within the bracket we have to specify the values in the same order that we have given here. Okay, so if you are inserting wrongly or swapping while inserting, we won't be getting the correct output. Okay, it can't rearrange by itself, so we have to give the proper input when we are giving the inputs. So once after done that one and hit enter, we got row created. So if you want to see the value that you have inserted, we can go for select star from student. Okay, yeah. This is the table that we have created. So roll number, name, and department. So while creating this table, we have learned three things, that is how we can create a table, and if we are having a table, already created table, how we can delete that table, how we can drop that table by using drop table command. Here it is. And after that, we again created the table with the same name and we have inserted some values. Okay, so this is the basic concept for creating a table, and you can create as many table as you want in a database, and you can insert as many rows as you want into this particular table. Okay, so thank you.